Hello and welcome. I'm here today with Shane Smith from Pitchflix to talk about the partnership that we have with Tech London Advocates and Global Tech Advocates. So welcome, Shane.
Thank you.
So what is Global Tech Advocates? Well, we are a 40,000 strong volunteer-led private tech ecosystem organisation across the globe. We have 20 different working groups within the UK that are thematic and sector focused. Then across the globe, we have over 60 different locations, and they are spread in all the different continents, so as far as I know. So North America, South America, Europe, Africa, and even Australia. Our key focus is to make sure that we allow for any tech founder and any other stakeholder to seamlessly and inclusively enter into the tech ecosystem and navigate throughout it. It was founded by Russ, and we are now coming to about 10 years anniversary of Global Tech Advocates. And I am Tracey Rob Perera. I work as part-time as the head of corporate development and community, and I work with Pitchflix and other partners as well as the sponsors and all the different location, community and working group leads to help them collaborate and work together to create great events and projects. So that could be across the globe and across different sector and thematic working groups. Outside that, I help tech businesses grow as their fractional strategic chief finance and operations officer. For me, it's all about tech innovation and making sure everyone grows well together. So thank you so much, Shane, for joining me today. Please tell us about your role, what is your strategic objectives within Pitchflix, and how did you get involved with TLA and GTO?
Hey, well, thank you first of all for having me on this little bit of a show. It's great to be here. Thank you, Tracey. So yes, I'm Shane Smith. I lead the team at Pitchflix, which is Europe's leading video-centric information exchange for VC, startup, and accelerator community. How do we get involved with GTA? I think I met Russ around 2014 when GTA, London Tech Advocates, was in its infancy. Russ was speaking at an event. And it struck me listening to him, why didn't this exist before? It seems such an obvious idea, an obvious and valuable idea to set up. So I engaged with Russ, joined the community, and have been part of that framework ever since, and have enjoyed watching the evolution of the community grow to 40,000 people worldwide. Wow. In the senior tech space.
So you're a long time with this.
Yeah, I'm old. Yeah.
Thank you so much for engaging with us for that long and sticking by us. That's really good. So I wondered if you could tell us some great stories and any specific examples around how Pitchflix and Global Tech Advocates interact with each other and collaborate.
Yeah, sure. Well, Pitchflix has only existed since 2019. Mm-hmm. In fact, that it developed out of a format that we were previously hosting in Shoreditch, where we were inviting VC investors to come in and interview founders in a studio environment, and streaming that out so that the rest of the VC community could tune in, listen, and participate. Pitchflix then was the result of a rethinking of that format, where we observed that the audience, half of the audience was there to be entertained, a little bit like Dragon's Den type of audience. Yeah. And half of the audience was there seriously to potentially participate in investment decisions, looking at what the VCs were diving into in the studio format. But we thought that we could produce something rather better, both for the serious investors and for the people there to be entertained. And Pitchflix was the one half of that bifurcation of the format, where we decided that we could create a better format for serious investors by inviting a large studio audience to participate live, rather than just filming in a small studio. So Pitchflix arose out of that initial idea, and shortly after that we moved here to level 39 so that we could accommodate the live in-person audience. So typically we attract maybe 150 or 200 people into level 39 for each episode. How have we collaborated with GTA over that time? Well, really interestingly, we were participating in London Tech Week, which is of course one of the key focuses of Global Tech Advocates. And we met up with some of the other GTA chapters, particularly Tech West England Advocates.
Mm-hmm.
Tech West England Advocates were in the process of arranging a mission to Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
And we also met at that event some of the officials from Hong Kong who were participating in the Tech West England Advocates mission. And the idea sprang up that we should take the show to Hong Kong.
Oh, wow. So that was your first journey internationalizing?
Yes. So that was an exercise in really testing whether our format that we have built in Level 39, whether that would travel internationally, whether there was an appetite internationally for that format.
And culturally, whether it fits, yes.
Culturally, ecosystem readiness, whether the VC community were willing to participate in the same way as the very active VC ecosystem in London. So we took it to Hong Kong as part of that mission. We hosted what turned out to be a very successful first episode, actually emceed by Russ, very adeptly emceed, I have to say. And the conversations with the local ecosystem turned that into a series. So we've now run 5 episodes or we're now preparing for the 5th episode in Hong Kong.
Oh, wow. And that was one that I spoke at as well.
Yes, you did. Yes, in episode 4, you were one of our guest speakers talking about global tech advocates. Yeah. Indeed.
Thank you for having me for that. No, that was great.
Pleasure.
And how has the power of the global tech advocates community helped you move further internationally as well?
So each of these events seems to spawn a new connection. Again, from London Tech Week, in fact, from one of the side events that was organized at a venue near King's Cross, we met with Tech Singapore advocates who had heard about what we were doing in Hong Kong and thought that was very relevant for the Singapore audience. With the Force of Nature team from Tech Singapore advocates,
Leslie and her team,
Leslie and Nikki, we put together the first episode in Singapore, which happened last year.
Right.
And again is now moved to an episodic format, with the next episode airing on the 8th of April. So coming up soon. And then because Singapore, after Hong Kong was involved, Ho Chi Minh Tech Vietnam advocates got wind of it and thought it'd be a great idea to host it in Ho Chi Minh. So that episode is coming up week after next, our launch episode. And I've just skipped over Bangkok, which happened the week before last. Again, with a phenomenally dynamic and energetic local Tech Thailand advocates team, led by TechSource, right? Led by the team at TechSource. We put on an episode, a launch episode, where we had Matt Weston, who is the UK trade envoy to Southeast Asia, open for us, and some senior members of the Department for Business and Trade, again, talk to the local audience about opportunities here and opportunities in Thailand.
Excellent.
So once again, that's episode 1, Shoot the Lights Out, success, has now led to episode 2, which will be in early August. And so it rolls on.
And then you also have had Tech India advocates helping you amplify voice in terms of what Pitchflix has done there.
Exactly. We had Tech India advocates is now led by again, we seem to have an appeal to an all-female team of organizers here. Again, led by a very powerful woman who is organizing Hyderabad, Mohali, Bangalore, and Mumbai. So we've now done the 2nd episode in India.
Wow.
And significantly boosted and amplified by Tech India advocates who have been incredibly helpful to get the word out to the ecosystem.
So now you're becoming unstoppable, going across the globe using the power of the community. So that's
exactly. It's leveraging the power of the Global Tech Advocates network, which itself has attracted the movers and shakers, people who are not happy with the way things are, who want to change things and
improve them for the better.
And improve.
Yeah.
So it's not a passive team at all. It's a very active, very energetic, very dynamic group of people pushing us forward and expanding the footprint of our platform.
That's excellent to hear. So I wanted to, I mean, you've kind of touched on it, but I wanted to understand from you, how does Global Tech Advocates and Tech London Advocates differ from other organisations that you partner with? Because I know on Pitchflix and Rev, there's a long list of organisations that you partner with. So
yeah,
it'd be
sure.
great to hear the distinction that you feel that we have.
Sure. So I think what you're talking about is what we call the money wall.
Yeah.
Which is the aggregation of all of the logos of the venture capital firms, the angel syndicates, the private equity firms, the family offices, and the accelerators, who have all presented at an episode of Rev. And there are now something like 250 of those who have been through our doors to speak to our audience of founders about what they do. So they're very much the purpose of what we call Rev, the reverse pitch format. And each of those comes back maybe again within 12 months to update the audience on any changes in their investment mandates, any changes in how they run their accelerator program, if it's an SEIS or EIS fund, where they are in allocation and fundraising. Now that's different, very different from the Global Tech Advocates proposition, because when we're working with advocates, we're working with individuals who are doing it on a completely voluntary, non-remunerated basis in order to improve the ecosystem. And that's fundamentally what each chapter is about. It's about enriching, it's about reducing friction, it's about adding education, it's about attacking barriers, reducing barriers, and making disruptive but positive innovation an easier, accessible objective. Yes, we're all about making things better. Yes. At the end of the day.
So you feel that's the main distinction between everyone or any other organisation?
Well, the other organisations where there are industry associations, they're typically subscription-based. There tends to be, I've noticed, a kind of mission creep of those organisations towards, in some respects, beginning to do what their members do.
Okay.
And it's not always a positive thing in my view. Here at Global Tech Advocates, this is a symbiotic relationship. There's no money is exchanging hands, but favors are being done.
Yes.
Expertise is being shared. Introductions are being made.
Yes.
And it's just about oiling the wheels in a voluntarily constructive way.
That's good to hear that it's working for you, and I hope that it will work for many more other organisations.
Indeed.
So I'd love to hear finally from you, in one or two sentences or one or two words, how you would describe Global Tech Advocates in the community.
Yeah, I think in one word, I think symbiotic. I think it's a constructive framework for parties working together in their mutual interest and in the interest of the community. So it's a symbiosis more than anything else. I think it's very substantially to do with the removal of any kind of financially based membership that creates that feeling of you really must reciprocate. You know, when somebody is helping you, you really must put back into the community.
That's really key. That's a really good one to know to end on as well, because it's always about what you put in is what you get out, and helping everyone is the way that we grow together.
Exactly.
So thank you so much, Shane. It's been great to have you today.
Pleasure.
And thank you for allowing Elsid, who's a courtesy of Pitchflix, videoing this today, but also Level 39 for hosting us, and obviously myself from Action and Achieve and working with Russ and Global Tech Advocates and Tech London Advocates. So thank you.